That statue has a strange silhouette.
You notice a deep fissure beneath the statue's right hand. A chunk of stone falls from the statue. There's something hidden inside.
Nice.
The stone gargoyle trains glistening agate eyes upon you. Its jaws creak open, raining dust as it begins to speak.
You are not Brachus Rex. Welcome home, Master. Your inmates have long awaited your return, Your Highness. Welcome back.
Here, did I ever tell you of the time?
As you enter the room, you see 3 skeletons sitting around a table, cards in hand. They creak and turn to stare at you.
Another cadaver? Clearly we were not the only ones to suffer Brachus's wrath.
The more your skull cracks, the less sense you make, Rask. Use your sight. He's drenched in sauce.
Aye, Brachus would see us made emperors before he throws that much sauce away. You a jailer then, darling? Here to keep an eye socket on these old bones?
You're not one of Brachus's brood. You're not Gratiana's pet. Then why do you disturb us?
The creature yearns for our secrets. Did I not say that word would spread of our genius?
Even after the maggots took your tongue, you still talk too much. Silence your jaw. Our sins are legion, beautiful, but they didn't land us in this dungeon. No, we were fool enough to do the right thing and try to stop the madness of Brachus Rex.
And sloppy enough that his concubine found out. If not for the harlot Gratiana, all would have gone to plan and we would have flesh on our bones today. They flayed us, killed us, and then brought us back. And the magic of the soul jars bind us here. Destroying the soul jars that bind us here. There is no other way.
But beware. They are found in a treasure vault guarded by traps of a cunning not seen in 1,000 years. They...
By the horns of Balry, you design one reasonable trap and won't shut up about it for centuries.
And thine were better. Couldst thou have brought forth such cunning use of light?
Oh, mine did not constantly disintegrate the labourers building them.
The fault was in thine zombies. The worms in your skull follow instruction better than they.
Ever the joker, that man. We design a vault of brilliant cunning and he hides our soul jars in it. As for us, we get a tower with gargoyles, tough walls, and a tougher lock.
We have spent centuries trying to escape this tower, but our power was too weak. There was no hope of freedom.
At least until your gorgeous self opened the door. Now we just need the source from your pretty little corpse, and then we're free.
For 1,000 years, I've had to listen to prattle. No, it's time to act.
now. Not now.
As you enter the room, you see 3 skeletons sitting around a table, cards in hand. They creak and turn to stare at you.
Another cadaver? Clearly we were not the only ones to suffer Brachus's wrath.
The more your skull cracks, the less sense you make, Rask. Use your sight. He's drenched in sauce.
I am sporting a face with more gems than you've mites. Brachus would see us made emperors before he locks away a prize like that. You a jailer then, darling? Here to keep an eye socket on these old bones? Aye, sounds about right. It's more than a moon cycle, and just shy of an eon, for sure. But I ain't been keeping track.
The human undead leans in, studying you suspiciously.
You're not one of Brachus's brood. You're not Gratiana's pet. Then why do you disturb us?
The creature yearns for our secrets. Did I not say that word would spread of our genius?
Even after the maggots took your tongue, you still talk too much. Silence your jaw.
The vile magic of the soul jar binds us here. We cannot die, but nor can we live.
Our souls are lashed to this plane, never to enjoy the rest of the Hall of Echoes. It ain't the afterlife I had planned, if I'm honest. I was sure there'd be more drinking.
Destroying the soul jars that bind us here. There is no other way.
But beware. They are found in a treasure vault guarded by traps of a cunning not seen in 1,000 years.
By the horns of Valvarith, you design one reasonable trap and won't shut up about it for centuries.
And thine were better. Couldst thou have brought forth such cunning use of light?
Oh, mine did not constantly disintegrate the laborers building them.
The fault was in thine zombies. The worms in your skull follow instruction better than they.
We have spent centuries trying to escape this tower, but our power was too weak. There was no hope of freedom.
At least until your gorgeous self opened the door. Now we just need the source from your pretty little corpse, and then we're free.
Your promises are dust. Only actions speak true, and my claws will sing with honesty.
Glory is mine! I'm ready! Meet your maker.
Strange. Didn't I just kill you? Hang on. I've killed you twice now. 3 times makes the charm.
Canst thou not see? The soul jars bind us here.
You can grind our bones to bread.
The jar stands before you, cold and still. A human spirit slips from the ruins of the jar. Decked in necromancer robes, she turns to you, bows, and starts to fade away to
My eternal thanks, young one. Oh, time of day.
The pictograms on the jar stand fixed and still. As you reach into the jar, the source flows into you. The power is overwhelming, warming the cold spaces between your bones. You blink, and for a split second, you're looking through the soul's eyes. You see a locked dungeon, cards scattered on a table, and a pair of skeletons. The image only lasts a moment, and then you're back, the empty soul jar in your hand, while its power pounds. The jar seems quieter now. Something inside you strains. You are replete. You cannot absorb more source. The jar seems quieter now. For just a moment, source swirls around you, and then, with a whisper, it cascades into your body. You feel light as the power of the universe fills your being. You feel your spirit jolt, and for a heartbeat, you're looking through other eyes. You see a dungeon and a table shared with 2 other skeletons before you collapse. When you open your eyes, you're back in your old body, senses buzzing with newly found source power. Among the long-crumbled remains of the temple that must have once sheltered his shrine, the stone effigy of a god seems to invite you to put your hands in his.
It's broken.
You approach the still body and see its nostrils flaring. Long dead eyes rise to meet yours. As you lean in close, it lurches forward. Its arms thrash against the cage bars as it tries to reach you. Looks like it hasn't been fed in a very long time. The heavy gauntlets are cold to the touch. A prickle travels up the back of your neck, warning that you're being watched. Flickers of memory fill your mind. You long for solitude. The subtle scent of parchment wrinkles your nose. Fresh ink stains your fingertips. The memory vanishes, burned away by heat. Ash falls from the sky as a growling whisper addresses you.
I see you. And inside you is the strength I've been looking for. Patience. You must prove yourself worthy of such answers. You must find that place of longing in the home of a young scholar. I will draw strength from there to speak again.
As the heat around you fades, the desperate memory returns. It claws at you, trying to take hold, then slips away completely.
I'm glad Han stayed behind. The boy's seen too much horror in his life already.
Stronger weapons than these.
We'll find them, or we'll find another way.
Kerban stares at the body of his dead comrade, tightly gripping his weapon in a cold fury.
This won't go unavenged. I'll see to that.
I'm so eager to die, Seeker. You cannot stand against the Shriekers. Not
If I
without
were you, I'd stay close to Sir Gareth once the fighting begins.
We'll find them, or we'll find
Whatever
another way.
path he takes will be the surest way to victory.
You would attack the Magisters directly? Are you so eager to die, Seeker? You cannot stand against the Shriekers, not without stronger weapons than these.
We'll find them, or we'll find another way.
You approach a decrepit well and stare down into its toothless black mouth. No sooner has your head crossed the rim than weak voices begin to echo from the depths.
Thirst. Dry throats. Drink. Water. Water.
The well is now filled to the brim with fresh, cool water, but what it has brought to the surface quickly evaporates any wish you may have had to quench your own thirst. You see the tangled remains of 3 corpses, a mixed mass of bones and skin from which 3 skulls protrude. They address you in unison, their voices a drone-like blend.
We thank you for the water. We bless you for the water. We thank you for the end of torment. The king, Brachus Rex, the madman with the crown. Wrath and terror. We displeased the king. The truth we spoke. His fortune told. No divinity would he be. And so he entangled our bodies and cursed our throats. Smoked the brothers of Baladur. We thank you for the water. We bless you for the water. We ask you for a fair. The fair, the toll, the levy. The people of Baladur must be buried with coin. Coin for the pathkeeper that leads the dead to the kingdom beyond. Spare us coin. Grant us coin. The more you pay, the further the pathkeeper The boons of the depths are yours. Pathkeeper, keep us. Pathkeeper, guide us. To the long-awaited kingdom we will go.
Laden with the burden of the coin you gave them, the brothers of Balador sink back to the bottom of the well. Whether they will find their kingdom or languish in the dark, wet depths forever, you cannot foretell.
Look out. I see a trap nearby.
You don't look lost at all. Sarcastic me? Not at all. I'd never be sarcastic me. Oh, no, not in the least. I do not. I sound perfectly normal. Obviously.
The rat gives you a desperate look. Help me. The rat's eyes widen.
I don't know anything about this place. Nor do I know anything about a blood rose, or a witch, or some dead people. Oh yes, that's right. I'm so going to give you all the information you want, while you do nothing for me. Look, I don't have a problem that means I can't tell the truth, and I don't want you to help me fix it.
It makes a face that says, understand? The rat gives you a grave and meaningful look, inviting you to listen carefully.
I don't think the problem is in my head, and further to that, I don't think the problem could be unscrambled by the use of sauce. I can categorically state that a short, sharp shot with something of a magical persuasion would absolutely not solve my problem immediately. And I do not invite you to look at the subtext in what I just said.
The rat breathes a long sigh of relief, closes its eyes, and steels itself for what's coming.
Nice.
You have done me a great service. Now, allow me to help you. The source barrier that blocks your way. I still have enough power to allow you entry. It shall be done, then.
Won't budge.
The dragon stares you down with flinty, intelligent eyes. He tries to speak, but his jaw is bound tightly. The dragon rakes the earth with icy claws. Quakes from the impact knock you back. The freed dragon looks sick and pale. As you approach, he stretches his tattered wings weakly and fixes his intense gaze upon you. Frozen tears glint in his eyes.
My gratitude for your efforts, friend. Yet I am no more free now than I was in those chains. Please, help me find true liberty, or sing me to the endless slumber. But of course, that must be why you stand before me. Slain called to the Lord of Death, and here you are. A coincidence? My fate, it seems, is not my own to call. My soul is bound to joyless obedience. Purged of my source by the wickedest of witches, I stand enthralled to her every whim. She has only to command, and my traitorous body complies. That you would even ask such a question of a stranger already in your debt. There is much goodness within you, but this task would not be easy. Rebecca is a canny one, cat to your mouse. She consumed all my source with her purging wand. So long as she holds it, she has absolute control over me. If you could retrieve it for me, I could be free again. You would have my gratitude, and whatever aid I could then offer to you.
What's this? It looks strange. Are my eyes fooling me? What's this? It looks strange. What's this? It looks strange.
What's this? It looks strange. Strange.
A tall woman stands amid a field of corpses, some fresh. The woman turns to you, bitten lips parting into a grin. She tucks a small bunch of black-red roses into a leather strap across her left hip and, preparing to curtsy, offers you a hand.
What a bore.
She stands to her full height, her lips pursed in disappointment. She cocks her head and takes you in. The corpses around you seem to close in, ever so slightly. She peers closely at you, a shrewd smile playing about her lips.
Ave de more de mer galach. Ha! Never mind. I mistook you for someone else. I am Radica, and you must be here for the same reason as I.
She pats the bouquet at her hip.
But you're too late. These roses belong to me. Looks like we'll have to find some other way to keep you busy. Oh, I do hope that little so-and-so hasn't been talking. Those chains were in a place for a reason. Ha! How earnest you are. I do love that in a man. Then I suppose you aren't leaving, darling.
I'll yield to none.
You see a glimmer of hope flicker across Slane's eyes as he notices your approach. It's quickly doused with a practiced scowl of the oft disappointed.
Have you brought it? Or am I to remain a slave?
Slane rears back in eagerness, grasping the purging wand with razor-sharp claws. Before your eyes, the source from within the wand surges into his draconic form, filling him with a light so bright that you must shield your eyes from the glare. The blazing brightness dies down. Squinting, you now see no dragon before you, but the figure of a handsome lizard. A handsome lizard with the same eyes as Slane. His eyes still blaze, a piercing silver. A triumphant smile dominates his face as he bows extravagantly before you.
Slane, at your service. All like me have such eyes. With them, I see spirits. Not a blessing on this haunted island. You are lucky not to see the desperation that lies before me. If everyone thought like you, this vile place would be little more than a sunny island. Perhaps before we're done, we can return it to such a state. Knowing such a steadfast and noble soul offers help to those in need gives me great comfort. I'd like to offer you the same. When you are truly at a loss, when you have no choice but to back down or perish, you will find safety in my shadow. This, I promise. This is an island of many mysteries, of many horrors. I'll learn what I can. Perhaps there is some possible reprieve for the souls who suffer here.
Slane smiles at you and turns to leave. He takes no more than a few steps before he shimmers out of lizard form, blurring in midair back into a majestic dragon that soars away.